I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to Chai Beauty, where I get to share my thoughts, my dreams, my aspirations, my visions for the future. And guess what? You get to be along for this journey because we are in this together. You're so funny. I love it when you pay attention to what I'm saying. I don't know what I want to do today. As long as we're doing it together. Oh, I know. How about I read this book and I purchase another one so you can read it too, and then we can read it together. What do you think? Or let me think. Okay. You could just come here and we can just spend time together. What do you think? No, we don't have to talk. You can do your own thing. You can see your Instagram. No, I can stay in the corner. No. No, I'm good. Oh, you want to go out to dinner? Okay, let's do that. Oh, let's do bowling. No, how am I feeling? I feel different. Today at work, I know I'm saying a lot, but when you ask me how I feel, I get really nervous. And I don't want you to reject me. Does this sound like you? Are you a person? Fiddling with your thumbs? Not making eye contact? Do you just want to do an activity with someone? Or just be in the room and their presence make you feel love? If you're wondering what this is, simple. Quality time. And as usual, during this time, when we talk about quality time, I can speak a lot on this one. This is my primary love language. Quality time, just like other things we talked about in the previous chapters, where it comes to gifts, receiving gifts, to be honest, and giving, acts of service, receiving and giving, of course, and words of affirmation, which is receiving and giving. You come to think, for me personally, when I had the quality time, I kind of got them confused with acts of service and words of affirmation. Simply because when it came to those love languages, it's hard. It's confusing. Because for me, when quality time, when I get a letter from you, that makes me happy. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, you thought about me and this letter is meant for me. And you told me how you felt. Even though we weren't in the same state or same area, you're still willing to spend 5 or 10 minutes to write with me. And that makes all the difference. Quality time is very important. I think people get that confused, or sometimes they think quality time is just a simple thing of like, I'm showing up, I'm there, which I agree. Like, those are very fundamental, like, things that people need. But quality time is expressed very differently. There are people that like quality time where we're not doing anything. There is quality time with activities, quality time for just being with a person, that presence, that essence, that vibe that nobody knows but you and that person. And as I get older and I reflect on that quality time, it becomes more precious. I think the pandemic shows, like, when you can't go nowhere. Like, you stuck in the house, you can't be with the people that you want to be with, and you crave that essence, that vibe that only those people can bring enjoyment to. And as I ponder and pontificate, like, what quality time means to me, it's that It really is that laying in your bed, your windows open, and letting the rain air come. Like, I don't know if people have ever done that, but it's a whole vibe. And like, you listen to your favorite music. Sorry, I like broken heart broke songs. Like, I like somebody breaking my heart with the music. I just think that's a whole vibe. Or it's like listening to jazz music. I'm kind of getting into that. But that's how I explain quality time with a person that you really care about and love. They're that rain, they're that music, they just set the scene, and they're so precious, and you never know when you get that time back, or you never know when you lose that time. And for a person that really values quality time, it takes it a step further, because these people understand, I think, very clearly that time as you get older gets shorter, psychologically, analytically. Like, we hear you got 24 hours, but it really isn't, because think about it. When you were a child, you only had one obligation: go to school. And if your parents were extracurricular, they gave you some extracurricular activities, right? So you probably was in school at 7 o'clock, got done by 3, got to high school, got done by 4, maybe 5. But you had 5 to like 8 o'clock, to 3 hours to play with people, right? Then you hit your 20s. It's a free for all. We all took them naps in college. So it's like you hung out. So you used a lot of quality time. And then you went to classes. You chose your schedule. Were you a morning person? Were you an evening person? Or were you even like an afternoon person that just was like, I don't mind that class. I don't mind seeing y'all just once a week. It's fine. I did all 3. But I digress, right? And then after college, you have the workforce. And people didn't tell me about these different shifts. So you got I'm probably going to mess this up, but you got first shift. I think that's like 9 to 5, right? Something like that. Then you have second shift, which is like 5 to... Is that like midnight or something? And then you got third shift, which was like 5 a.m. to like midday. And then people start talking about schedules. And I learned that people actually do 4 10s or 3 12s. So yeah, like you got all these different options, and everybody chooses a different path, like with their career. So there are going to be times when your friends can't hang out with you. There's sometimes when they really, really want to, but they're like, man, I just got sick. I used all my PTO vacations, and now I got to stay at the job. Like, it's very intriguing, and corporations only want to give us 3 weeks. It's like 3 weeks out of 52 weeks. Like, that's what you're doing? Okay, that don't make sense. But it just emphasizes that quality time, like how you need to value these people. And people are like, I'm not for the streets, I'm for the sheets. But it's like, you sleeping is taking away quality time for someone important in your life. And I think as you transition from college to like early careers, you value that sleep so much more, and you realize how much time is really sleeping from you. But it's one of those things where I think at a certain point and at a certain time, you just reinvestigate your life and reassess and say, am I doing my part in my relationships? Not only the relationships that I want to lead to relationship goals, or even like a healthy, committed relationship. Or have you even reinvested in the family members that like you grew up with or supported your entire life, and now you're on your own and you're like, we cool, we kick it, and it's been like 2 years since you talked to him, or you talked to him every blue moon. I think that's quality time, and that's showing up when you literally reinvestigate your life and saying, I'm not showing up for these people. Maybe I should value these people a lot more, and do weekly check-ins. Say, hey, how are you? Like, are you okay? No, I'm like, and sometimes you may not have anything to say with these people. You just may be there and just be like, I just want to hear your voice. I just want to make sure you're okay, and get to know their lives, because that's how you lose those connections with people. That's how, like, you're like, I know that cousin, but I don't know that cousin. Like, I heard of them. Like, I got a face and a name. Like, I know them. But if you ask me what their favorite color is, I can't tell you. Or if you ask me what they did last week, don't know. But that's when you have to value people and care about them, and then realize like at some point in your life, like your support system is going to call on you spiritually. And are you ready for it? Like, they may be weary and they may just need to hear your voice and be like, hey, do you remember the good old days when I used to kick it at your place and we used to have a good time and we used to do these activities and we used to do all that? And they agree and they're like, oh yes. And just having that moment with them on quality time on the phone just re-amers their spirits, their love, their care for the world. And I think as a person that loves quality, I love quality activities. I'm also learning quality silence, which I'll talk about more later on. There's more to come with this series, but even in those qualities, different spectrums, I like to call them, you have to figure out what relationships work with which. There are people that I have and will just go to their house and sleep on their couch. Like, I'm just like, I just want to look at another four-sided walls, and want to be with you. There are people that I'm like, yo, you're so fun. I just want to do an activity with you. Like, you're my person that like I can go to the zoo with and just be lollygagging at the zoo and be like, did you see that? Did you see what that monkey said? And that's a different season and a different time, and it just helps people, you know. And then you also have to realize like that quality time you're really gonna need and remember in those times where you are by yourself, and you have to remember the good times you have with that person, because there's gonna be a season where you really want to be with this person and they just like, I'm tired, I need to reassess, I need to work on myself. And working on yourself is not probably talking to them as often as you used to, or listening to them as often as you used to. It's giving them their space. And when you're giving them a space and you feel like you're sad and lonely and miss them, it's like you're going to remember those times where you had a good time and you laughed and you valued their presence, their essence, that vibe, you know? And as the best advice I can say is like, reassess yourself. Like, understand that yes, you are important. Yes, you are great. Yes, you are amazing. But are you doing your part in a relationship? Are you doing your part to show up and care for somebody the way that they need to be cared for? Or are you just seeing them once a month and thinking that's good, or every blue moon? Like, blue moons can be 6 months, 12 months, a year, or like whenever you feel like talking to it. And it's like, these people have had your back, or you talk to them literally every day and you're not talking to them anymore. It's like, why? What happened? Not what you did, but it's like, what made this relationship so different that I stopped talking to this person, or I find something different? And you may have valid points, but remember that as seasons change, let it change with grace. Let it change with mercy. Let it change with goodness. And let it change with love. Because as we talk about on these journeys, with dealing with the Enneagram in my first series, all these numbers and these personalities have something to give you if you let it, if you just listen to them, if you care for them. And I think as we continue this journey together, to really think about like, how have you utilized quality time? How have you prioritized others in your life? And how has your personality changed over seasons? As always, please check out my Instagram, my Facebook page, and my Patreon account if you want to donate some money to help this cause. There's more to come in this series. And I'm just grateful to be on this journey with you. Thank you.